Hey guys, David at Twice Diecast. Welcome back. This is part two of a two-part series. We're going to look at a buddy's 40 and 50-year-old Hot Wheels and Matchbox and see if we can find anything super cool. Stick around. This has been pretty fun. This is a total grab bag, random stuff. We're going to start with this A-Truckin', looks like a Blackwall edition. I will pull this off to the side and give you a quick value of what someone else is asking for this vehicle on eBay with as close to the same condition. You can see this one's in pretty good working order. It's got the little working dump here on the back. But like I said, we're just going to do what people are asking for them on eBay. I don't have time to search it for stuff that has actually been sold, so that'll give us just a quick idea. And we're really just trying to make sure there's nothing crazy valuable. So this is part of a super chromed series. I think they had plastic bases. Hot Wheels did back in the 70s. This is a Monte Carlo. You can see it was a little hard to track down, but we did find it. A lot of these have some pretty good value. I thought this condition was pretty representative of that one. Up next is a 31 doozy Hot Wheels Blackwall. This one was actually in really good condition, and I didn't know if the brown fenders was a harder variation to find, but it was I don't know, notated on a lot of eBay listings. You can see this one, somebody's looking for 15 bucks. And, you know, just to clarify one more time, who knows what these are actually worth. These are what people are asking for. You could make an offer for $5 and they'd probably take them. But we're just trying to establish some sort of baseline for these. This is another one you saw in the other video, this cigar box, and some of you guys chimed in and told me what these were about. This one was in such poor condition that I didn't think it warranted really getting a value. Same with what we did on this slot car. On the last video, we had another slot car. Not a whole lot I can work with on that on getting a value. So we'll keep on moving. We've got a beautiful GMC motorhome from Hot Wheels. Imagine the weight of this guy right here. Metal body, metal base. That thing would knock your little brother out if you hit him in the head with it. These things, because of all the metal and all the detail that they put back in those days, you'd think it would be worth more than $5. I saw a lot of different listings for that vehicle, and that condition is what made me pick that one. This is a Matchbox Roll-O-Matics. I don't know if you guys know about this series from Matchbox back in the day. There was a moving part that would spin usually when you would roll it. This army guy did turn his head a little bit, but overall the condition was pretty play worn. We found this listing for one, somebody looking just for $4 on one of those. Keeping on with a older theme here, we've got a red line. This is a Jet Threat, really cool jet propelled vehicle. Looks like a salt flat racer. Check out that metal base from Hot Wheels back then with all the detail you got on it. These were not very easy to find on eBay, especially this red line version. Thought this was a pretty fair price and pretty close to the condition we're looking at. Got a newer version here in blue. This is a Blackwall edition. These things still got pretty decent prices on those as well. Just a super cool car. And looks like the same exact base. You could grab one for $10 or your best offer. We'll keep on trucking. I think we've got, no pun intended by the way, another one of the Chevy step sides that Zilmex had in the other video. This one didn't clarify that it was Zilmex. So someone else probably did it, another, knockoff, for lack of a better word, company in China making diecast back then. We've got an actual Hot Wheels coming up. one that I was unfamiliar with. This is called Stage Fright, and it is a really unique casting. Not sure how long this guy was around. You guys can fill me in. A couple bent axles, some black wall tires on that. Just an overall pretty cool idea for a casting. And a lot of people were selling these on eBay, so no problem getting a rough estimate. I would venture to say that one might be worth 10 bucks. We've got a beautiful wagon for all my Matchbox fans. This is a pretty popular wagon. I forget the name of it. The condition, I believe it's a Mercury? Yeah, Cougar Villager. The overall condition of this wagon was pretty impressive. And I had no problem getting the liftgate to stay up or stay down. Just a super cool Mercury wagon that Matchbox did in the mid 70s. I think we've got a year here on the eBay listing. Yeah, 1978, late 70s. And perfect vehicle for that time period. Had no luck tracking down any information on this Wallace Betty moving van or move it van. I mean, there wasn't even a single listing for this company, so I have no idea what this thing is, where it came from. It doesn't even look die-cast. It looks more like ceramics with a couple wheels in it, so we'll keep on moving along. Here is an actual truck that I could find some information on. This is a Matchbox dump truck. I think it might have been called Atlas, if I remember correctly. Paint not in the worst shape. You get a metal body and a metal base. The dump is working on this one. Really cool use of purple and orange, kind of a complementary color scheme on this guy. And I believe, yeah, $6-7 maybe on this one. 1975 vintage Matchbox dump truck. Got another one of the super chrome vehicles that I'm trying to dig out of the tray here. This is everybody's favorite Roger Dodger. And this must have been a pretty cool set. I don't know why they all had the hole in the base and the plastic base. I don't know if you were supposed to mount them to a presentation piece or something to put them all in there, or maybe that's how they came. Regardless, a lot of people like it, and a lot of people like this super chrome set. This one, even in that condition, I would say it's probably worth about 20 bucks. Another classic Hot Wheels casting. We've got twin mill here. A lot of playware and who knows what on the base on this one. Old vehicle. Even in this condition though, this is a red line, so a twin mill is probably gonna, you'd probably do well to get that one for $5. I'm not sure why that one was so cheap. It is beat up. We'll move on to this 57 T-Bird by Hot Wheels. This is a black wall, kind of an odd casting. Definitely looks like a Larry Wood casting. And a lot of his stuff is valuable just because of his design work on them. This one has a lot of the paint still left on it, so we'll go ahead and give it the old $15 listing I found. Some of them were going for a lot less. We will check in with this hot rod here. I think this is called Street Rod. Looks like a 32 Deuce or Coupe, maybe. Kind of hard to track down. This is a Hot Wheels Black Wall edition, so that's going to be mid-70s from what I can tell. 1975 on the base here for the casting. Paint is still in great shape. Flames looking good on that, but you can see a lot of them are apparently in the same condition. No problem finding those all over eBay. Switching over to Matchbox, we've got a Cosmobile. Kind of interesting to learn about this vehicle. I was really impressed with the paint on the Matchbox vehicles of this age. Look at this. I mean, there is hardly any chips on it. And looks like you've got lots of different production components that went into this Matchbox casting back then. $4.99, not a bad deal, right? We'll move over. I think we've got one more red line. This is a Hot Wheels, and I'll get reminded of the name of it here as soon as we get the listing up. But this maybe not red line, large charge. Yeah, this is just a black wall and looks like a fantasy casting. Another one that you could really do some danger when you threw that thing at a sibling. We've got a more classic, as fantasy as that one is, we've got an absolute classic here, this Auburn 852 casting. One of Hot Wheels cars from the 30s. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape. Window is still intact. Base is super clean. I kind of collected these older style cars when I was a kid as well. This one is looking good. $3. Probably would give that if I were in the mood to collect it again. This Yat Ming Surfer van is pretty neat, and apparently a lot of people like them. This is a GMC Econoline van, and someone else told me on the other video that a lot of these vans were actually entertainment pieces from movies and shows, and this one has a little bit of a following. See that really cool window in the back there? $20 was what they were looking for on that one. Very similar condition. We'll go next to this Matchbox. What was this one called? This is called Vantastic. Lots of different versions of this. Some of them had blown engines and headers coming out the hood. This was a pretty clean version. In fact, didn't even have the decals. I think all of them had that 34 decal on it. $3 anyway for that one. That's going to do it. Hope you've enjoyed looking at some 40 and 50-year-old Matchbox and Hot Wheels. This is David at Twice Diecast. Take care, everybody.